What it is, it's your boy Raphael, and I'm back with another video today. Welcome to the channel. So, uh, today, today's episode, I want to talk about a little something different. All right. First of all, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification button. Please hit that notification button. All right. So, I want to talk about something that's not usually talked about, and people not knowing the 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 importance of scoliosis. And scoliosis is a real big thing. Right now, a lot of times it's effective to the women per se, rather than the men. All right, so it affect them. It will affect them before it will, come to us. All right, so I'm going to go over scoliosis a little bit, kind of tell you what it is if you don't know, and then kind of the importance of it, and then I'm gonna give you my tips that over the time that I have experienced scoliosis over the time. All right. So, with that being said, what is scoliosis? Scoliosis is when your spine forms out of form into an S or a C. All right. So, in some cases, some people have the C form, and then you have some people that form with an S. Now, if you ever seen my first video that I posted, get to know Raphael, then you will know what my X-rays look like. If you haven't, boom. So mine's, as you can see, is pretty bad. Right? It was in the S form. Right? Take another angle, boom. That's another one. All right, that's another one showing you how my scoliosis looked. All right, that was about 8 years ago, about 8-9 years ago. So I'm 24 now. So, and this is the results of after the surgery. So, they did what they could, whatever. So now that we know what scoliosis is, alright, now let's get into the importance of it, alright? So, the importance of it is, it has a lot of importance into it. Now, as I said before, it wasn't properly explained to me as a youngin' when I first was diagnosed with scoliosis. I didn't start learning and taking it serious until I was 16, to where my cousin sat me down and explained to me how serious this was. Alright. Now, well, for some people that don't know, your back has a lot of your nerves. That's where a lot of your nerves are. It's in your back. So that by itself shows the importance, of taking care of your body. Taking care of your back. And to show the importance of scoliosis. Now, me on the other hand, I didn't take it serious. And by the time I did, it was too late. I was already getting ready to have surgery. So, and at that time, it was gotten so bad, it was to the point, it was like, either you're gonna, one, I had doctors that did not want to do my surgery. They started to, but they backed out because it was that bad. And then number two, to the point where the doctors that did gonna do the surgery, they just like, hey, look, either you're gonna die at the table, or you're gonna be paralyzed for the rest of your life. Those are my two options. So they kind of give y'all the realization, of how serious scoliosis can really be. Alright? This is where all your nerves is. It's in your back. Alright? We want to prevent that. Alright? I was always went through it. We trying to prevent that. Alright? These are my tips right here. Alright? My top 5 tips I'm going to give to you. Alright? Because in some cases, doctors not going to tell you this stuff only because they want the money. You know what I'm saying? So, anyway, number 1. If you have scoliosis, I recommend you get a yearly checkup. Alright? 6 months to a year, a checkup. Keep a close eye on your scoliosis. Alright? You don't want it to get worse over time. You know what I'm saying? You want to, take a close eye on it. Alright? Get your regular checkups and your regular exams. Alright? Some I didn't really too much do. So, I'm telling you from experience. Alright? Get your yearly checkup. Alright? 6 months to a year. If you can get every 6 months, perfect. Every year, cool. Alright? But get your yearly exam. Alright? You don't want to get worse than what it is. Okay? We trying to prevent that. Alright? Alright, which leads me to number 2. Number 2 is wear your back brace. Now, a lot of people don't like to hear this topic. People with scoliosis. I was one of those people. Alright? Wear your back brace, man. It's important. My mom, my dad, my brothers, my cousins, my friends, everybody was trying to get me to wear this back brace. And for whatever reason, I was hard-headed and I didn't wear it. I've always came up with different excuses and reasons why I wouldn't wear it. Don't hold that against me. Okay? But I would usually come up with different excuses why I would not, or why I didn't want to wear the brace. And because of that, yeah, I ended up having 6 back surgeries. So, yeah, we trying to prevent that. You know what I'm saying? Alright? So, wear your back brace. You know what I'm saying? My suggestion was when you wear your back brace, you know what I'm saying, take it off for about an hour a day. And then for the rest of the day, wear it all day. You know what I'm saying? If you can, wear it in your sleep. I used to do that a little bit. Wear it in your sleep, alright? But if you can, wear your back brace. If you're able to pay for it or you got the the insurance to get it, I suggest you get it. It's very important and it's very useful and needful. Alright, that I might add, okay? So, if you're going to have your back brace, I suggest about an hour, 45 minutes to an hour. You go without wearing your back brace. And then when that time is up, put it back on, okay? So, put on your back brace, alright? If it's uncomfortable, that's another thing I used to say. It's too uncomfortable. I used to get like some tissue or like socks and put it like under here. That way it won't irritate my armpit right here and irritate my sides, whatever. Put like a socks tucking in there, a couple of socks or tissue, whatever. Then it won't irritate your armpits, whatever. You put it on. Don't kind of kill yourself. People be having it on real tight. It ain't gotta be that tight, but you still want to put it on tight enough. All right. Number three is physical therapy. It's important. All right. You might not think so, but it is. Physical therapy is important, and that's one of the main things you need before you get once you get out of surgery, or if you living with slightly, scoliosis. Exercise is very important. Right? Stretching, exercising, therapy, whatever, going to the gym, whatever. If you can do that, you know what I'm saying, that's very important. All right, so physical therapy is very important. Number 4, Number 4, I would say stretching. All right, being active. What I mean by that is don't strain your back. Pretty much. All right, don't strain your back. Don't be sitting down all day and becoming stiff and stiff and stiff and all that. No, if you can, be active. Now I'm not saying go out and do all kinds of crazy stuff. I ain't saying all that, but you do want to be active. All right, this time of the year for me, it's not my best friend. Like the weather out here, man, it gets cold. I get real stiff, in my body. I don't know what it is, but it's like when you have surgery, your body and the weather, it just don't mix. But I suggest you stay active. If you're involved in sports, do that. If you even take a walk, you know what I'm saying, just be active. All right, don't just not do nothing. And don't strain your back either. As I was saying, like trying to pick up heavy stuff and bending all day and all this other stuff. Don't do all that. Just be more cautious and more considerate. Cause this is where all your nerves are in your back. All right. Number 5. Number 5. If you are going to have back surgery, whether it's today, next week, later this week, next month, whatever, if you're going to have back surgery, I highly suggest you do physical therapy. Okay, when you get out of therapy, therapy is so important, man. Once you get out of therapy, you're going to be still like, oh, my back and my neck, you're going to be real stiff. So, one thing for me, what I'm saying, I would suggest, your doctor may say something, he might not, whatever, but I would suggest when you go home, all right, I suggest you get up and walk at least once or twice a day. And it gotta be the same day that you go home, alright? But you get up and you walk every day. Whether it's up to your dresser, back to your bed, from your bed down to the hallway, and back to your bed, or to your bed, from your bed to your kitchen. Whatever, alright? But, take your time, alright? And then another thing, when you do have back surgery, don't do what I did. Don't try to move too fast. My dumb self went out trying to play basketball. Just being ignorant, because you got to think about it now. You got rods. You've been cut open. You got rods and screws in your back. You've been cut open. All right. Your body needs time to heal. So don't try to move too fast. Because that's what I did. And this is why now I have this walker. All right. I'm telling you this from experience. All right. So, what I'm saying? This is the outcome of having 6 back surgery. So, it's very serious. All right. So, that's just my tips, man. You know what I'm saying? Oh, more than likely when you get ready to get up, like when you have your back surgery, your doctor gonna want you to get up like the next day and walk down the hallway or something like that. Some people, like myself, I fainted when I got up. So I got dizzy, blacked out. So some people, they gonna get lightheaded. But I suggest you just kind of, the more you try to make yourself stand up, even if you stand up, by the bed, you ain't gotta move nowhere, just stand there. And if you can stand there without, for a few seconds without being dizzy and lightheaded, whatever, and continue staying there for 30 seconds. And if you feel yourself feeling lightheaded, sit down. You stand up again. You feel, try to do it for another 30 seconds. Feel yourself lightheaded, sit down. You know what I'm saying? So, anyway, number 1, checkup. Number 2, back brace. Number 3, physical therapy. Number 4, don't strain yourself. And number 5, if you want to have back surgery, make sure you take your time after the surgery. You've been cut, you got rods and screws in your back. It's a whole new different ball game. Don't trying to be like Superman and move too fast. Alright, Superwoman, and trying to move too fast. Alright, and you're going to end up having a relapse. And we don't want that. Alright, so anyway, I hope you guys like this video. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Comment below if you have scoliosis and some of your advice, tips that you would like to share with others. Alright? It's your boy Raphael, aka Mr. No Excuses, and I'm out.